Mic check. Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast. All right, we back, baby. We back. Got this college football news for y'all. I'm going to do an all sports rundown for y'all, but we're going to separate them this time, all right? And we're going digital. All right, got too many sports to cover, man. But we're going to start with the highlights. We're going to start with what's hot, okay? Of course, I'm going to give y'all the WNBA championship. Shout out to the New York Liberty. We got NFL news. I'm going to give y'all college football first. We got hockey news. We got NBA coming today, okay? October 22nd, 2024, Tuesday, the start of the NBA season. We also have the World Series, okay? Got plenty to get to y'all. Got a little tennis, okay? Got a little MLS playoffs. Messi and them boys, go check that shit out. Great weekend in Austin, Texas. Formula One racing, the American Grand Prix, okay? All right. Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast. Shout out to Yahoo Sports, okay? Yahoo Sports, man. Give your boy some love. Shout out to Purple Cat, okay? Lo-Fi Girl, Purple Cat. All right. The lo-fi beats, man. Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast, man. All right. I'm going to give y'all this college football breakdown because it was a good games. It was some good games this weekend in college football. It really was. We're doing a recap for week 8. Okay. Alrighty. A recap starting with all the way back with South Alabama and Troy. South Alabama got that with 25-9. This is from this is back from the Wednesday games. Matter of fact, Tuesday games. Okay. Middle Tennessee State versus Canisius State. Canisius State still 0-6, no wins. Middle Tennessee got that one though, 14-5. New Mexico State versus Louisiana. New Mexico State got that one 33-30 and 2 overtimes. Western Kentucky, Sam Houston State. Western Kentucky got that one 31-14. Western Kentucky is 5-2. Okay. UTEP got their first win of the season, man. Shout out to UTEP, man. 1-6. They got that win versus Florida International 30-21 at their home. Good win for UTEP. Marshall, okay. Marshall, let's go, baby. Got the win over Georgia State 35-20, man. I was watching that game with my boy, man. Shout out to Marshall, man. Virginia Tech, Boston College. Virginia Tech got that game 42-21. Okay, Duke, Florida State. If you wasn't paying attention to college football, I didn't even know Florida State was still had a football team. Jesus Christ, bruh. Florida State is 1-6. What a season we're having. Duke is 6-1. Okay, shout out to Duke, man. They're having a quiet good season too. Purdue, Oregon. Oregon just went in there and just did what they wanted. I had the nerve to think this was going to be a game. I'm tripping. Oregon, I'm sorry. In the beginning, look, I wasn't with y'all, man. We with y'all. And I'm wrong for that because I got Oregon dudes, man. Shout out to my Oregon brothers, man. I was wrong. I know I was talking crazy to y'all in the summer, man. But shout out to my Oregon guys, bro. Y'all up there, man. Y'all up there, man. Number 1 team in the country, right? Oregon Ducks, man. Shout out to Oregon, bro. I know right now y'all are smiling. It's crazy that it's come down to me telling y'all because half of y'all are my damn subscribers. All right? Like, real talk. So, yeah, man, shout out to Oregon. They got that win 35-0. They smashed Purdue. My boy said something about Oregon. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know why, but maybe I'm tripping. I just didn't know how y'all doing this Big Ten. But after y'all beat Ohio State, I mean, okay, maybe, not maybe. Maybe I'm a believer, bruh. I'm a believer in Oregon, man. BYU, Oklahoma State. BYU, man, 7-0. Anybody seen that coming? BYU 7-0, 38-35 versus Oklahoma State. Nevada versus Fresno State. Fresno State got that one 24-21. Okay. Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana. Louisiana is 6-1, y'all. They beat Coastal Carolina 34-24. Okay. Wake Forest, Connecticut. Wake Forest. Okay. They got that game 23-20. That was close. And they called it close too. Connecticut covered. Cincinnati, Arizona State. Okay. Arizona State lost a couple of games, last few games. They was on the road. Okay. Cincinnati 5-2. Okay. 24-14. That Big 12, man, it's looking like a circus. A lot going on. Northwestern versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin 5-2. They got this game 23-3 versus Northwestern. That's what I'm saying. Maryland. Sorry, guys. I'm still upset about that. Maryland lost to Northwestern last week. And Northwestern comes out and only fucking puts up 3 points. Interesting. UCLA, Rutgers. UCLA going all the way to Rutgers and got the dub by 3. What? Second win of the season? See how y'all finish, UCLA. 35-32. Rutgers 4-3. Army, they're ranked now. Just to let y'all know, they undefeated too. They beat East Carolina 45-28. Shout out to Army, man. Missouri versus Auburn. This was a good game. Missouri got the win though, 21-17. All right. Indiana, Nebraska. I knew Nebraska had a few holes in them. All right. He's still a freshman quarterback. Still like Dylan Raiola, all right? But look, hey, he got served a humble pie, man. They got smashed 56-7. Clemson, Indiana 7-0. Still undefeated, all right? I think you can put Indiana in the top 10 if they're not in the top 10 yet. Clemson, Virginia, okay? Clemson got that one 48-31. Okay, no one's talking about Clemson. They got smashed by Georgia earlier, but Georgia just smashed Texas. We ain't even got to that game yet. We about to get to it. Louisville, Miami. Miami keeps doing it, man. I'm still high on Miami, though, man. Still high. Still tough in that ACC. All right, Miami got the win 52-45. That was a high-scoring game. OU versus South Carolina. What has happened to OU? Oh, yeah, she got tough. South Carolina. I knew South Carolina was going to get this win. 35-9. Eastern Michigan versus Central Michigan. All right. Eastern Michigan got that one 38-34. Eastern Michigan is 5-2 in the MAC. Nobody's talking about that. Temple. Shout out to Eastern Michigan. Temple versus Tulsa. Okay. Temple 20-10 versus Tulsa. Temple is 2-5. UTSA versus Florida Atlantic. Let's see what them Birds did. Them Birds won 38-24. UTSA improves to 3-4, still under 500. Y'all got to get to 500, y'all. Tough season for the Birds. Old Dominion versus Texas State. Oh, Texas State, what is happening to y'all, bruh? High on y'all. I was high on y'all. But y'all, UTSA is one win away from fucking getting back even with y'all. They just lost them head-to-head. I was high on Texas State. What happened, man? Full season. Old Dominion got that one 24-14. Okay. South Florida versus UAB. South Florida got that one 35-25. Okay. Western Michigan versus Buffalo. Okay. Western Michigan got that one 48-41. Tulane, Rice. All right. Tulane got that one 24-10. Tulane improves to 5-2. Washington State versus Hawaii. Hawaii had to travel all the way up there to Washington, get that ass whooped 42-10. Washington State. All right, NC State to California. Oof. Hey, NC State got it. Proved to 4-4. What a tough season though, man. Their schedule's crazy. They got it 24-23. They got it by 1 to Cal, man. That's crazy. Miami of Ohio versus Ohio. Okay, 30-20, Miami of Ohio. Bowling Green versus Kent State. Kent State still winless. Okay. Bowling Green gets that one 27-6. Northern Illinois versus Toledo. Toledo got that one 13-6. Toledo is 5-2. No one's talking about the MAC. Kansas versus Houston. All right, Kansas got that one 42-14. Kansas improves it 2-5. I guess this was their best complete win. I don't know. Kansas sucks this year. They really do. Navy, like I told you, man, Navy is in the top 25. Navy is undefeated. They got the win versus Charlotte, 51-17. Shout out to Navy. Illinois versus Michigan. Hey, shout out to Illinois, bro, with them old school leather helmet unis. Those uniforms was fire. I think they said something about the designer or the guy that did it. It took them about 2 hours to do each helmet or something. I don't know, but go if y'all didn't check out those leather helmet uniform, whatever you want to call them, with Illinois, University of Illinois, dog. College football, bruh. Just that was legendary. That was legendary for them uniforms. Like I want to go back. Like I love that game just for the uniforms. Like I'ma always love that game. Shout out to Illinois, bruh. They got the win though, 21-7. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but I had to just let y'all know them uniforms is, yeah, man, them uniforms is crazy. 21-7. All right, Illinois, they improved to 6-1, and they're having a good season, and they won in the uniforms. Georgia Tech versus Notre Dame. I thought Georgia Tech was gonna get this, but Notre Dame came to play. 31-13, Notre Dame. Tennessee versus Alabama. All right. Hey, Tennessee got that one 24-17. Tough game. Tennessee improves to 6-1. Georgia Southern, James Madison. James Madison again. I'm still high on you guys. Georgia Southern got that win 28-14. Baylor versus Texas Tech. Baylor got the win 59-35. Oh shit. Texas Tech. I told you. That Big 12, man, we're going to have to look at these standings soon. We're going to look at these standings halfway through the season after I get them these scores, and I'm going to give y'all my Heismans. All right. Colorado versus Arizona. And see, for this weekend, this was one weekend where I really didn't even pay attention to Colorado. There were other bigger games. I didn't pay attention to Colorado that, but they got the win 34-7. They smacked. That's twice they be smacking. That's twice they smacked a Big 12 opponent. I don't want to hear about the conferences, whatever. Big 12 low key is like the more entertaining conference right now. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It's entertaining in the SEC. I'm just liking the Big 12 this year. All right. Colorado, Arizona 3-4. Colorado is 5-2. Must say, man. Just need y'all to just finish the season, Dion. That's all. All right. Hey, they may sneak up in the playoffs. We gonna see. New Mexico versus Utah State. New Mexico got that one 50-45. That was a high-scoring game. San Jose State versus Wyoming. San Jose State got that one 24-14. San Jose State's having a great season, man. Shout out to San Jose State. All right, out there in the Bay Area, 5-2, San Jose State. Maryland versus USC. I knew this was going to be a tough one. This was a 1-point game. Maryland got this one 29-28. Okay. Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M got that one 34-24. Southern Mississippi versus Arkansas State. Arkansas State got that one 44-28. Vanderbilt versus Ball State. Vanderbilt got that one 24-14. Vanderbilt is having a good season, man. They are 5-2. Shout out to the 5-2 teams right now. Seriously. Arkansas versus LSU. I actually thought Arkansas can get the upset, but I was proved wrong. LSU improves to 6-1. They got that game 34-10. Shout out to LSU, man. They're having a quiet season. Quiet good season. Memphis versus North Texas. Memphis got that one 52-44. They're having a quiet good season too. Memphis is 6-1. Shout out to Memphis. Michigan State, Iowa. Michigan State got that one. Why did Iowa drop this one? Michigan State got this one 32-20. All right. West Virginia, Kansas State. Kansas State improves to 6-1, man. 45-18 versus West Virginia. Iowa State versus UCF. This is a close one, man. UCF was on y'all heels throughout the game, but Iowa State pulled it out to remain undefeated, 38-35. Florida, Kentucky. Florida been looking all right ever since I felt like that first matchup with Miami. I think they should just go ahead and stick with the freshman quarterback. Okay. They got the win, though, 48-20. Texas, Georgia, man. Whew. What is going on, man? Hey, this is college football for you, bruh. All right. Georgia was all over the Longhorns the whole game in Austin. In Austin. That's crazy. Shout out to Georgia, man. Shout out to Georgia, bro. They got that game 30-15. I'm just saying, bro. Woo! Shout out to Georgia. SEC's is starting to cook now. That's why we're going to look at them standings in a minute. It's Colorado State, Air Force. Colorado State got that one 21-13. SMU, Stanford. SMU got that one 40-10. SMU's having a quiet good season. They're 6-1. UNLV, Oregon State. UNLV got that one 33-25. TCU and Utah. TCU got that one 13-7. Utah, see, that's what I'm saying. They're 4-3 now. They got them. They had them projected to win the Big 12. Not happening. All right. Before I give y'all my predictions and analysis, all right, for college football, Week 9, 2024, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all these standings, bro. All right. Top 25. All right, going into Week 9. We getting through this season. Great season, man. I've done it for every week. I've done a podcast for every week. All right, I've given y'all recaps and predictions and analysis for every week of this week of college football, from week 0 from on up. Even before that, man, I've given y'all a little sauce. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Top 25. All right. I'm gonna keep this going, and I'm gonna hit y'all with standings before I hit y'all with the predictions. Okay, and analysis. Oregon is number 1. All right. They're clear-cut number 1. Okay. Georgia, number 2. Penn State, number 3. Ohio State, number 4. Texas is number 5. Miami is number 6. Tennessee is number 7. LSU is number 8. Clemson is number 9. Okay. Iowa State is number 10. That's top 10 right there. All right. All right. BYU's undefeated. All right, at number 11. Notre Dame is number 12. Indiana's number 13. Texas A&M number 14. Alabama's number 15. Kansas State's number 16. Boise State number 17. Ole Miss, they done fell off the map. Number 18. Pittsburgh undefeated. They're 19. They need to be over Ole Miss. Illinois is number 20. Okay. Missouri's 21. SMU is 22. Army is 23. Navy 24. And Vanderbilt is 25 to round up the top 25, y'all. I have some opinions about that. I do think certain teams need to be higher. I do think a lot of y'all probably feel like Colorado should be ranked, but if they beat Cincinnati, then yeah, they should be ranked. The Kansas State game held them back a little bit because Vanderbilt's 5-2, and you got to think about Colorado's 5-2. And you got to think, is Vanderbilt better than Colorado? I don't know. It's tough. That's why I say this college football season is pretty good. But I do believe Boise State can be higher. I believe Pittsburgh can be higher. I believe Illinois can be higher. I think Indiana should be higher. I think BYU can be a little higher. I think Miami can be a little higher. I think Tennessee should be over Texas. I don't know why. I just think Tennessee should be over Texas. Keep Ohio State at 4. All right. Top 25. As far as these standings, man, let's go to, let's see. We're looking at the Big 12. Currently right now, all right, as we going into Week 9, all right, 2024 college football season. BYU is ahead right now in the conference, all right? Followed by Iowa State, Kansas State, Cincinnati, and Colorado, and Texas Tech. All right, Kansas State, Cincinnati, Colorado, Texas Tech, they're all 3-1, all right? Iowa State and BYU, they can lose a game, all right? This Big 12 is tough. I think Arizona, they've already lost 2. TCU, they're still kind of in it, you know what I mean? It's tough right now. Still tough in the Big 12. There's still about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 teams deep. Maybe 7 or 8 or 9, depends. The season can flip. We're going to see. The Big 12 shaping up to be a good one. Kansas is at the bottom. Not good. All right, the Big 10. All right, the Big 10. Currently right now, Indiana is leading that, okay? Oregon's right there. Penn State's right there, number 3. Illinois is number 4. Wisconsin, number 5. All right. Wisconsin is 3-1. I ain't talking about that. Wisconsin 3-1 in the conference, okay? So right now, Indiana, Oregon, Penn State, Illinois, Wisconsin, man. Hey, the Big 10 look different this year, man. That top, man, got Indiana and Oregon in it. That's different. Your top 5 in the conference is Indiana, Oregon, Penn State, Illinois, Wisconsin. Come on now. And then after Wisconsin, it's Ohio State. That's crazy. All right. We got SEC. Surprisingly, LSU is undefeated, okay? Texas A&M is undefeated in conference too. Georgia's 4-1, Tennessee's 3-1. Y'all better watch out, man. It's crazy. I didn't know LSU and Texas A&M was at the top of the conference. All right. Bama's already dropped 2 in the conference. Vanderbilt, right now, Bama is sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th in the conference. Got Vanderbilt sitting on top of them. Got Texas sitting on Vanderbilt. Okay. But we're still about 8 teams deep. You still got Arkansas in it. You still got Florida in it, man. Got a couple 2-2 teams. Heck, shit, 2-3 South Carolina might still be in it. That's the SEC. All right. American Athletic Conference. All right. Army and Navy is on the top of that in the conference, followed by Tulane and Memphis. Okay. All right. The ACC. Pittsburgh and Miami and Clemson. Miami, Pittsburgh, Clemson, and SMU all undefeated in conference right now, followed by Duke and Syracuse, okay? Miami at the top. Nobody's talking about Pittsburgh. Clemson 5-0 in conference. SMU undefeated in conference. ACC stacking up to be a good one. Conference USA, Liberty undefeated, followed by Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State. The Mid-American Conference, then, like I said, nobody's talking about that MAC. Western Michigan is undefeated, followed by Eastern Michigan. Wow, you're looking at Eastern Michigan, Toledo, Buffalo, Ohio, and Bowling Green, and Miami, Ohio. All 2-1 right now in conferences, but Western Michigan is undefeated at the MAC. No one's talking about the MAC, bro. Okay. Mountain West, formerly finna be the Pac-12 soon. UNLV leads that, followed by Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State. They're all undefeated in conference. San Jose State is 3-1 though in conference. Okay, followed by Fresno State and New Mexico State, who's 2-1. All right, shout out to FCS. I want to give a shout out to FCS for a second. We had, I think it was North Dakota State and South Dakota State, I believe. All right. Before I get to that, just a second. The Sun Belt Conference. All right. Currently, right now, Georgia Southern leads that, and Louisiana leads their conference. Okay. I believe it is. Yes. Shout out to the Big Sky, Montana State FCS, undefeated. All right. Shout out to the Big South Conference. All right, FCS. Southeast Missouri State, undefeated in conference. The Missouri Valley Conference in FCS, Missouri Valley. North Dakota State is undefeated. South Dakota is undefeated. Missouri State's undefeated. All right. North Dakota State's still the number one team right now in FCS play. Mid-Eastern Atlantic. Okay. North NC Central. I'm sorry. North Carolina Central, same thing. HBCU. Shout out to the HBCUs. We'll give a shout out to the HBCUs too. It was a game between Jackson State and Florida A&M, I believe. Jackson State undefeated in conference though. Shout out to Jackson State. Southern Jaguars, they're undefeated in conference too, in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, formerly known as SWAC. All right. Alrighty. Then we got the Pioneer League. Dayton Flyers lead that. Drake. St. Thomas, Minnesota. Shout out to St. Thomas, Minnesota. Davidson. All right. And San Diego. This is a crazy conference. Butler, Stetson. FCS play, guy. I'm giving FCS love, y'all. For those of you who don't understand these colleges, these are football championship subdivision. All right. Let's look in the Southland Conference. I'm sorry. Incarnate Word. Shout out to Incarnate Word. Okay. They're undefeated in conference, followed by Southeast Louisiana. All right. In the Southern Conference. The Southern Conference, FCS plays. Western Carolina is undefeated in conference. Okay. And in the Colonial FCS, Rhode Island is undefeated, followed by Richmond, who's undefeated. Delaware, Stony Brook, Villanova, William and Mary round off conference. All right. Statisticals, man, before we get to this predictions and analysis for week 9. Currently right now, man, shout out to, we'll do top 5 passing. All right. Top 5 passing right now, college football. Shout out to, and this is a mixture of FCS and FBS. All right. We combining them. Maverick McLaurin. I'm not sure if I say that right, but he plays for Abilene Christian. Currently, right now, he leads college football. Should I say NCAA right now? He leads NCAA in total with 2,571 yards, passing yards, okay? And shout out to Abilene Christian, man. My brother went to that school, man. Shout out to Abilene Christian. He has 20 passing TDs and 4 touchdowns, okay? But he leads in passing yards. Cam Ward is second, okay? He has 2,538. All right. Third is UC Davis's Miles Hastings. All right, with 2,515. Chandler Morris, the former TCU quarterback, for those of you who don't know. Yeah, I remember him. Chandler Morris, North Texas, is number 4. Okay, with 2,420. With 2,424 yards passing. And number 5 is Paxton DeLaurent, Southeast Missouri State. Hope I said that right. Has 2,422 yards passing to round off top 5 in passing yards in NCAA. Top 5 in passing touchdowns. Okay, in NCAA is Cam Ward with 24. Chandler Morris at number 2 with 23. Paxton DeLaurent is number 3 with 21. Cade Klubnik from Clemson has 20. And we have a tie. We have a tie. Cade Klubnik, Jordan McLeod, Miles Hastings, Maverick McLaurin, Derek Robertson all have 20 touchdowns. All right, and they're number 4. And then from there, shit, Shedeur is right there. They skip it from like 4 to like 9. I guess all of them have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Yeah. Shedeur, he's right there. I think Shedeur rounds it off at top 5 in passing touchdowns at 19. 19 to 6 touchdowns. But you got a lot of them that are like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 quarterbacks that are tied for 20. And then Shedeur has 19. All right. Cam Ward leads with 24. All right. Defensive interceptions. Is that what we're looking at? We're not looking at that because I don't even. Yahoo Sports, I need y'all to get y'all shit together because these stats ain't right. Let's do rushing yards. Of course, it's Ashton Jeanty. All right. 12. I'm sorry. He has 1,000 yards. He has over 1,200 yards. All right. I'm just going to put it like that. His number's pretty high. 1,248. All right. He has over 1,200, okay? 1,200 yards rushing already, and we're halfway through the fucking season already. Not even almost halfway. Are we halfway? Yeah, we about halfway. Okay. Yeah. All right. Kayvon Britton also has over 1,000 yards from Tarleton State. All right. Targhee Lamson, Southern Utah, also has over 1,000 yards, man. Shanderick Powell from Central Arkansas also has over 1,000 yards. And then rounding off the top 5, Caleb Johnson with 1,035 yards. Okay. Top 5 rushing yards in the country. Okay. Let's see. Are they going to give me rushing touchdowns? Of course, it is top 5 rushing touchdown. Bryson Daly from Army has 19. Dylan Sampson from Tennessee has 17. Ashton Jeanty has 17. Son Nato from Monmouth has 17. Anthony Hankerson from Oregon State, top 5, has 13. I love it. Jeanty has 17, man. So you're going to get that rushing title. Sampson from Tennessee, I didn't know he had 17. All right, receptions. Who's leading receptions? Nick Nash, man. Shout out to Nick Nash. I've been telling y'all about this boy, Nick Nash, man. He next. Nick Nash, man. Chiefs, y'all better snag this boy. All right, he has 72 receptions, all right? Efton Chisholm from Eastern Washington has 69. Ty Felton from Maryland has 64, all right? Harold Fanny Jr., Bowling Green has 60. Trey Harris rounds out the top 5 from Ole Miss with 59 receptions. All right. Receiving yards, okay. Trey Harris from Mississippi, just about 987, almost there. Nick Nash at number 2 at 904. Harold Fanny Jr. from Bowling Green at 872. Giovanni Gibson, Arkansas Pine Bluff, has 842 yards receiving. Jalen Royals from Utah State has 834 yards to round off the top 5. Ty Felton from Maryland is right there. All right. Receiving touchdowns, leading. Nick Nash is leading with 11 touchdowns. Jalen Walthall from Incarnate Word, shout out to Incarnate Word, has 10 touchdowns, man. Receiving touchdowns. Landon Ruggieri from Bryant has 9 touchdowns. All right, these are FCS squads, okay? Ricky White, the third from UNLV, has 9, okay? There's a couple players that are tied for third that have 9. Ricky White, Phil Lutz from Delaware, Denzel Boston, okay, from Washington, Jeff Caldwell, Lindenwood, DT Sherfield from North Texas, Jacob Sharp from Weber State, Jerron Newton from Toledo. All right, I'm sorry. He caps off top 5 for me because there's a couple ones that have 9. But Gerard Toledo. Oh, I said that right. No, I'm sorry. Jerron Newton from Toledo rounds off the top 5 with They all are tied though with 8 receiving touchdowns. That's a lot of receivers though. But the main ones for me would be Nick Nass, Walthall, and Ruggieri, White, and Lutz. I'm gonna put Boston in too. Denzel Boston. All right, Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast. Couple statisticals for y'all, man. I'm about to hit y'all with Week 9 predictions, man. Starting with today, we have games today. Okay. Starting with Sam Houston State and Florida International. That game is later on tonight at 6:30. All right. I'm going with Sam Houston State. All right. UTEP versus Louisiana State. That game is later on tonight at 7 p.m. I'm going with UTEP in that game. Okay. Tomorrow. All right. Today's Tuesday. We got games today. It's crazy. Tomorrow, Wednesday. All right. You got Liberty and Canisius State. I'm definitely taking Liberty in that one. We also got Middle Tennessee State and Jacksonville State. I'm probably taking Jacksonville State in that one. All right. Thursday. All right. Thursday night games. You got Georgia Southern versus Old Dominion. I'm taking Georgia Southern in that one. You got Syracuse versus Pittsburgh Thursday night. Syracuse 5-1, Pittsburgh 6-0. This is going to be a good game Friday night. I'm taking Pittsburgh home. It should be a cold one in that one. Louisville versus Boston College. Man, it's a tough one, man. This is Friday night. I'm sorry. Syracuse-Pittsburgh is Thursday night. Okay. That's going to be a good one. And then Louisville-Boston College is Friday night. That's tough. I'm going to take... That's a tough one, dog. It depends on if that quarterback playing, dog. But you gotta just pick a money line, bro. I'm gonna take Boston College home. Louisville by 7. I'm gonna take Boston College. Boise State, UNLV. It's gonna be a good one, but I'm gonna take Boise State in this one. 3.5. I'm gonna take Boise State, man. Come on, Boise. Rutgers versus USC. Rutgers goes all the way to USC. It's going to be a tough one for Rutgers, man. USC is going to get this one, though. All right, it's Friday night. Nebraska, Ohio, man. That's fucking noon. Saturday, man. Woo. I got Ohio State in this one, bro. Notre Dame, Navy. That's going to be a tough one, man. We're going to see what they made of. Navy. Going to see what y'all made of. I'm going to ride with Navy. I'm going to ride with the services. I'm going to ride with Navy. Let's go, baby. Washington versus Indiana. It's going to be a tough one, man. Can Washington go in there and give Indiana what they can? Or am I going to ride with Indiana? Because they've been dogging all season. They the real deal. They're not just a basketball school, y'all. Let's go, Indiana. This is not Washington's year. It's not. Let's go, Indiana. I got Indiana in this one, man. This game's at noon. What? I got Indiana in this one. Oklahoma, Mississippi. Poor Oklahoma. I'll be surprised y'all win this game. They got Mississippi whooping your ass by 20, bro. I'm going to take Mississippi on this one, bro. North Carolina, Virginia. I'll be surprised if North Carolina win this game. Virginia out there playing tough and they home. I'm going to take Virginia in this one. Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech. Pick your poison with this one. I'll take Georgia Tech with this one, though. Virginia Tech by 10, though. They got them by 10. I'm going to take Georgia Tech. Buffalo, Ohio. I'm going to take Ohio on this one. Charlotte versus Memphis. I'm taking Memphis. Tulane versus North Texas. Both teams 5-2. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm taking North Texas. Arkansas versus Mississippi State. Arkansas by 7. I got Arkansas, baby. Georgia State versus Appalachian State. Both teams 2-4. I got App State, man. Central Michigan versus Miami, Ohio. I got Miami, Ohio. Temple versus East Carolina. You got East Carolina by 7. I'll take East Carolina home. Illinois versus Oregon. This is tough. I got Oregon by 21. I got Oregon smashing y'all. I think it's going to be a close game, bro. But y'all going to Oregon. Ain't nobody beat Oregon at Oregon. Ain't nobody beat Oregon at Oregon. Illinois, y'all don't know what y'all fucking with. I got Oregon in this one. Illinois is still a good team, and I like them unis. BYU versus UCF. They got BYU by 2.5. Are they saying something about UCF right now? Are they tougher than what we think? Gonna be close though, but I am taking BYU. That defense. Watch out for that new quarterback they got though. Brown, I believe his name is, for UCF. He nice. I told y'all KJ Jefferson wasn't all that. He got benched. Got BYU in that one though. Missouri versus Alabama. That's gonna be a good one. Alabama's home though. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. I gotta make a pick. Ooh, I play my boy in this matchup too. So let me not play with him. I got Alabama in this one. But Missouri's coming to fucking play. I got them Alabama because they home though. If Missouri is home, I would have got Missouri, but I'm gonna give Alabama the home cooking to get back on track to get 6-2. Northwestern, Iowa. I'll take Iowa. Maryland versus Minnesota. Both teams 4-3. Underwhelming 4-3. I'm taking fucking Minnesota, man. Maryland, y'all still disappointing me. Eastern Michigan, Akron. I got Eastern Michigan, baby. Northern Illinois versus Ball State. I got Northern Illinois. Bowling Green versus Toledo. I got Toledo. Kent State versus Western Michigan. I got Western Michigan. They undefeated, baby, in conference. Wake Forest goes to Stanford. Wake Forest by 2, man. It's tough, but I got Wake Forest. Stanford, we'll see. Oklahoma State versus Baylor. They got Baylor 6.5. I'm going to take OK State. Texas Tech versus TCU. TCU by 7. It's a tough one. There's some good games the weekend. But I'm going to take Texas Tech. UTSA versus Tulsa. Of course, we're taking the Birds. We 7.5. They got us. Tough season for y'all, man. Let's get to 500, though. Southern Miss versus James Madison. I got James Madison. Rice versus Connecticut. Oh, man. Connecticut got this one. Wagner versus UMass. What we going to do, man? I'll take UMass. Oregon State versus California. I'll take Cal in this one. Texas versus Vanderbilt. Texas at Vandy. What a season. It's a tough one, dog. That's a tough one, dog. And they got Texas 18.5. What are y'all, mad or something? Tough, man. We're going to see. Let me call the upset. I might have to watch this game. This game is at 3:15. 18. And he's up top. I got Vanderbilt in this one. Upset. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The SEC is not done with yet. LSU and Texas A&M is undefeated, okay? Georgia just rose back from the dead. Bama's a little down, but they can redeem themselves. Texas. What is it with fucking Vanderbilt, man? I got Vanderbilt in the upset, bruh. Or am I tripping? It's a top 25 matchup now, bruh. Vanderbilt at home is different. Texas, I ain't been there, man. New Mexico versus Colorado State. I got Colorado State. Louisiana Monroe versus South Alabama. I got South Alabama. Oh, Louisiana Monroe is 5-1. I'm tripping. I think I South Alabama about 7.5. I got South Alabama. Florida and Miami, man. This game would be good if Florida State wasn't so trash this year. I got Miami in this one, man. Good old rivalry, man. Troy versus Arkansas State. I got Arkansas State. West Virginia versus Arizona. You can toss up. I got Arizona. You can't lose twice at home. Utah versus Houston. I got Utah in this one. Utah State versus Wyoming. I got Wyoming in this one. Penn State versus Wisconsin. This should be a good one. Penn State. I got Penn State, but watch out, though. Wisconsin. LSU versus Texas A&M is going to be a good one. It's at Texas A&M. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right? That game is 6:30 Saturday at Texas A&M, man. I got A&M. I got A&M home. I'll take the 2.5 A&M. Michigan State, Michigan, man. Right now, Michigan's down, bro. Michigan State has opportunities, bro. I got Michigan State in this one. It's going to be tough. I got Michigan State in this one, dog, because they only got Michigan by 5. I got Michigan State in this one. Michigan's home, though. Auburn versus Kentucky. You only got Kentucky 2.5. I got Auburn. Kansas versus Kansas State. Oh man, Kansas State is favored by 10.5. It's gonna be a bloodbath, but I got Kansas State. SMU Duke. It's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna be a good one too. Both teams 6-1. Duke should be ranked if they get this one, man. I don't think SMU has seen a Dookie team like this. They only got SMU by 11. They got you. They're gonna go into Duke and do them like that? Nah. I got Duke in this one. San Jose State versus Fresno State. It's going to be a good one. I got San Jose State, though. Cincinnati versus Colorado. This game is going to be 9 o'clock Eastern at Colorado. I think Colorado gets the win. They're favored by 5.5. They're favored in this game. I like Colorado on this one. Both teams 5-2. Washington State versus San Diego State. Washington State 6-1. I got Washington State in this one. Nevada and Hawaii. I got Nevada in that one. Okay. Sports Data PC, man. When I say PC, I mean podcast, man. I just gave y'all the recap. Okay. I just gave y'all the statisticals. Okay, for everything. Also gave y'all the analysis and predictions for week 9. Okay. 2024 college football. Even though Travison didn't play, he's down a little bit. Cam Ward's still high. Genty's still high on my Heisman list. We got another good week, y'all. Week 9, baby. Sports Data PC. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I still got to give y'all NFL. We still got hockey. Let's go.